So, good morning, dear students. We have started learning the lesson, The Hack Driver. It is written by the great American writer Harry Sinclair Lewis, who has been the first person to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature. Actually, he was the first person from America to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature. He is a novelist, playwright, and short story writer. Okay? In this lesson, I have told you that the main character of the story is the narrator, who is a lawyer, the hack driver. He is it visible? Okay, so he is a lawyer, but he did not like his job. He is dissatisfied with his job because he was not allowed to take briefs from the lawyers. Actually, he was sent to serve summons only. And I explained you that what are summons and why they are served. When any culprit, suspected person is asked for or is meant to attend the court or to the other departments like income tax or narcotics or such departments which require the information from the people, summons are served from such departments. Not only court. These like Narcotics Bureau, Anti-Corruption, they also serve summons. These are the legal notices. And he was only appointed, he was assigned to do the job of serving summons only, which he disliked. Okay, till now we have learned that this time he was sent to serve summons to the nearby town village New Mullion. Okay, he was sent to New Mullion. Then he reached to the place and he found a man over there. He was about 40, red cheek, and was wearing well-worn and dirty clothes. Okay, but he asked him. The narrator asked him that he wanted to meet Oliver Lutkins. Means he went in search of Oliver Lutkins. Oliver Lutkins. Then he was surprised. Oh, Oliver Lutkins. Oh, fine. He is hard fellow to catch. Means it is very difficult to catch him. And always he moves from one place to another for one or the other purposes. Actually, at that time he said that he was trying to have some poker game. Poker game, you must be knowing, it is not an appropriate word. We can say not appropriate work. Poker is like a game which is played for money. Okay? That way, he was having the idea that he must have gone for a poker's game at the back of Frizz shop. Frizz is the name of a person. So he was, means that man, hack driver. Hack means the person who is driving a cab or taxi driver Now we can call it a cab, but earlier it was a carriage carried by the horses. So that man said that Lutkins might have gone to a poker game, or he is always in hurry. That how will you locate him? It is very difficult to locate Lutkins. Then narrator said that, yes, I want to catch the afternoon train back to the city, and it was very important to catch him. And he was proving himself very important before that hack driver. Okay? Then the hack driver told him that he would tell him what he has to do. Okay? What he had to do, he was going to tell him. I have got a hack. He told him that he had got a hack, means a carriage. Then I will get it out and we can drive around together and find Lutkins. I know most of the places he hangs out. The man asked him that he had a hack, means a carriage, and he would carry him to the places where he could be found. Then he was so open and friendly within no time. He started talking about various issues, various topics, and the lawyer was engrossed with the love and the affection showed by him. And he knew, of course, that he wanted the business, but his kindness was real. And he believed him so easily. Means the narrator believed the hack driver so easily. He thought that, means the narrator thought that it was the need of the hack driver to run his business. भाई कोई अच्छा टैक्सी ड्राइवर होगा, अच्छे से बात करेगा, तो कस्टमर उसके साथ अच्छे से बना रहेगा. Okay. So the narrator was also glad that the fare money would go to this fellow. Now he was very much pleased that the fare money would go to this hack driver, who was actually he found, means the narrator found him a good fellow, and he was feeling very much happy that this fare money would go to such a nice fellow. He managed to bargain down to $2 an hour. Bargaining shuru ho gayi. He said that he would give him $2 an hour. Then brought from his house nearby a sort of large black box on wheels. He marked, well, young man, here is the carriage. And his wide smile made me into an old friend. These villagers are so ready to help a stranger. He had already made it his own task to find only one Lutkins for me. Just think, the situation created by the hack driver. He said he bargained for the fare, aroused the faith in the narrator. Apart from it, he talked with such a broad smile, with a happy manner, with warmth, love, and affection, that the narrator was feeling that the money he was going to pay as a fare would not go in vain. It would be a help to such a man. He, means the hack driver, made the same task of finding Lutkins for himself. उसने ऐसे मान लिया जैसे लटकिन्स को ढूंढना उसका ही एक जॉब हो गया. Then he said that he did not want to interfere, but he guessed that he wanted to collect some money from Lutkins. He never pays anybody a cent. He himself is saying that, do you have any suspect that he did not want to interfere in his matters, but he supposed that he owed some money or he wanted to collect some money from Lutkins. Actually, he never paid any cent. He himself is saying, just saying what happens to the story in the end. And what he is saying, he said, his hack driver himself said that he still owed him 50 cents on a poker game. As I told you, जुआ जिसको बोलते हैं, poker game, it is played for the sake of money. And he was fool enough to play with him. He was saying that he was fool to play poker with Lutkins. He is not really bad. Hack driver was saying that Lutkins was not really bad, but it was hard to make him part with his money. But it was very difficult to take money from him. If he tried to collect from him in those fancy clothes, he would be suspicious and get away from him. Now he was warning the narrator that if he tried to catch Lutkins in his fancy clothes, he would become suspicious and run away or get away from him. And if he wanted, he would go to Frizz's shop and ask him, if you can keep out of sight behind me. Then he said that if he hid himself behind him, then he would go inside at Frizz's shop and would try to find out Lutkins. समझ में आया पैराग्राफ? ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर डायरेक्ट सामने आ गए तो हो सकता है वो भाग जाएगा, तो बेहतर होगा कि मैं फ्रिज की शॉप पर पहले जाऊं और उसको वहां पर देख कर आऊं. And the narrator was very happy at this. He said that he actually got ready at this suggestion. He believed that the hack driver was providing him the real help. He was sure that he would get the real culprit, means the real person in search of whose he had come there. Then he means the hack driver aroused the confidence and told him that he wanted to serve. The narrator revealed the fact now. He told the hack driver that he had come there to serve a summons on Lutkins, the man who had refused to be a witness when his information would have quickly settled our case. Now he revealed the fact to the hack driver that he had come to serve the summons on Lutkins, and actually Lutkins refused to be a witness. And at the end, he hit me on the shoulder and laughed. Well, we will give Brother Lutkins a little surprise. Oh, now he said that he himself was shocked, means the hack driver. Then he said to the narrator, okay, we will go together and give Brother Lutkins a little surprise. Let's start driver. Then he considered himself as a driver only. So he said, okay, start. Most folks around here call me Bill or Magnuson. Now he started speaking that people around the area, they call him Bill or Magnus. His business was called William Magnuson Fancy Carting and Hacking. Now he told him about his business. William Magnuson Fancy Carting and Hacking. He told about his firm. All right, Bill, shall we proceed to Frizz? Okay. Yes, Lutkins is just as likely to be there as anywhere. Plays a lot of poker. He is good as deceiving people. Bill seemed to admire Lutkins' talent for dishonesty. I felt that if he had been a policeman, he would have caught Lutkins respectfully. So, what happened? The narrator was now telling. He started asking Lutkins that he played. No, actually, it is said by Bill, means the hack driver. He said that Lutkins may be found anywhere. He played a lot of poker. Then he was good at deceiving people. वो लोगों को धोखा देने में expert है. Then he was observing that the narrator was observing that the hack driver was speaking as if he was appreciating the dishonesty of Lutkins. Okay. Then Bill led him to Frizz's shop. Then he asked there if he had seen Oliver Lutkins around over there. The Bill. Then Frizz looked at me, hiding behind Bill. He hesitated and then admitted. Yes. Frizz looked at the narrator. He actually hesitated to give the reply. But what happened? He replied that he had gone from his shop an hour ago only. Okay. Then, a little while ago, then he said that he might be at Gustav's shop for a shave. Means it was a barber's shop named Gustav. Well, they wanted to leave for that place, means Gustav's shop. We drove to Gustav's. They reached to means barber's shop over there. Again, Bill went first, means the hack driver reached there at first. And he lingered at the door. He stood at the door itself. He asked not only the sweat, but two customers if they had seen Lutkins. He asked the barber and two other customers if they had Lutkins. Means who was asking? The hack driver only. He was not allowing the narrator to come forward. Okay. Then he said, he asked him that if he had seen Lutkins, then he would inform him. Actually, he owed $35 to him. The hack driver himself was saying that I owe $35 from Lutkins. Then again they climbed into the hair. Bill concluded that since Lutkins had exhausted his credit as Gustav's, he had probably gone to Grace for a shave. Now, what happened? Then they again moved into the hack where Bill, means the hack driver, concluded that he might have reached to, means Lutkins might have reached to Gustav's shop from Gustav's shop to Gray's shop for a shave. At Gray's barber shop, we missed Lutkins by only 5 minutes. He had left the shop only 5 minutes ago. He was informed, hack driver was informed that Lutkins had left the shop just 5 minutes ago. That way, they were moving from one shop to another, one place to another in search of Lutkins. Then they reached to the main street. Okay, fine. Lutkins They informed, means that shopkeeper informed them that he had left the shop 5 minutes ago only. Then he informed him that he might be at the pool room. Okay. Then when they reached the pool room, they found that there a packet of cigarette and gone out. So we pursued him just behind him, but never caught them. They pursued, tried to go after them, go after Lutkins, but they had, means the hack driver and the narrator, they could not find out Lutkins. They remained unsuccessful in catching Lutkins. Now he was feeling hungry. It was actually 1 o'clock, and the narrator was enjoying the company of the hack driver. Though he was feeling hungry, but enjoying the company of the hack driver. He had so enjoyed the company of Bill that his neighbors and he himself hardly noticed that he himself was Lutkins or not. The narrator could not identify. He could hardly, means scarcely care whether he had found, he would be able to find Lutkins or not. How about something to eat? Then the narrator suggested that he wanted to eat something and they should go for a restaurant and to eat something, to buy something for lunch. Then the driver said that he wanted to go to his home. He would ask his wife, and he did not like the restaurant's food. What did he say? He wanted to go to his house. He would ask his wife because he did not like restaurant foods. Only 4 of them, and they all are bad. Means he told him, the hack driver told him that there are only 4 restaurants and not a single of them was good. So he suggested that he would ask his wife to pick up a lunch for both of them, and she won't charge even more than $50 from him. So it would cost him for a greasy meal in the restaurant. It may be more costlier than the restaurant food. Okay? But he suggested that it would be a good food for him. Then they would go. Then he suggested after having lunch, they would go for Wet Hill and enjoy the view while we eat. Means he suggested that first of all they should get the food packed and then they would go to the hill and have the dinner over there, lunch over there at the hill. So this is completed. This first part is completed.